Hello guys, Dusty here with finally another pickup video. Yes, it's been a while. It's been about a month. And here's the thing. It's not because of, me not trying to find video games. It's not because of, even for, just pickup videos, time constraints. It's actually because we just experienced what is called the winter lull. Now, the winter lull, for those of you who are a little bit newer to my channel, every year, sometime in the winter, pickups just stop happening for like a month, alright? And that's not for me, lack of trying. That's just because they aren't out there. There's no video games at all for like a month. It's crazy. Now, fortunately, Switchmas happened in this kind of time frame, so I had some content to upload, but yeah, just complete lack of pickups. And same for those of you who watch my record pickup videos too. Just haven't found any records since the last pickup video. So, yeah, but now we have actually found video games over the past, I think these are all darn near over the past week. A lot of them over the past few days. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with the first pickup. It was from the local Goodwill. I was just kind of browsing through just the same old sports games, random old movies, stuff like that. And then all of a sudden I see something that one of these is not like the others. And that is the long box of Triple Play 97 for the PlayStation. Now, first of all, this is my first ever PlayStation 1 long box. And it's not in the greatest of shape, but this is like a $15 game nowadays because people like long box PlayStation games. And it has the nice long box manual. It's got the long box disc with the long box case. Yeah, it ended up being $1. So how you pass up Triple Play 97 for $1 on the long box? Now I'm gonna need to figure out. Actually, I might just put it right there. Yeah, it fits. It's nice. It's good. There we go. It's above the PlayStation games, so it's basically right. So next up, we went in the next day, and I walk into the Goodwill where they keep the CDs and DVDs. They had two Nintendo games, and I couldn't see what they were. I ran up to them, and guys, two copies of Golf. I don't know why I bought them, to be completely honest with you. I don't think there's anything wrong with my current copy of Golf. Yet again, it'd help if I could find my current copy of Golf. I'm not going to spend too much time looking for it, but yeah. It's Golf. So, two of them for $1.75. So $3 for two Golfs. I suppose that's fine. Let's put these over here. And next up, we got some controller pickups. Specifically N64 controller pickups. So I think this one was actually later that day. I went into the Goodwill again, and they had this Yobo controller right here. Now here's the thing. They charge $3 for it. I usually wouldn't buy one of these for myself for $3, but I kind of want to do a series where I try out generic controllers and kind of review generic controllers, because there are some good generic controllers out there. And I was kind of interested in what technology this analog stick uses too, because it feels fairly similar to the stock Nintendo 64 controller, but who knows, they might be using a different technology in there to make the analog stick work, which may make it hold up better over time, because it is a little loose, but it's but it's still perfectly usable. So, I'm kind of curious on that one. But yeah, that was $3. And then inexplicably, a few days later, I walk in there again, and they've got some for $2.50. Some actual Nintendo 64 controllers for $2.50. They got a blue one and the kind of darker gray one. $2.50. Now, the darker gray one has a fairly decent analog stick on it. The blue one, the analog stick is pretty worn, but I think it would still be usable. Definitely. I don't know. I'd have to try it, but yeah. $2.50 a piece. You can't pass up on 64 controllers. So yeah. Those will go with the rest of the N64 controllers. Okay, and then next up for another pickup. This was actually a brand new pickup. This is a pickup. I got it on release day, delivered to my house from Best Buy. I think I ended up paying a total of $25 for it because Visa Checkout was doing a promotion when I bought it, so it took $100 off the order. And I ended up spending something like, I think this order was with my I think this one was with my extra Joy-Con, so I think I ended up spending something like 60 on my extra Joy-Cons and 25 on this or something like that. But anyway, we got Binding of Isaac, Afterbirth Plus. Now, for those of you who don't know, I am a big fan of Binding of Isaac. It is an absolutely fantastic game. So when I heard it's on the Switch, I can get it on the Switch, I was like, yes, I'm so excited for this to be a launch title. Then it got delayed 2 weeks. So now 2 weeks later, well, more than 2 weeks later now, we have Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Now, they did make right by it, by the lack of it existing. It's not in here, by the way, right now. It's in my Switch carrying case. But first of all, it includes free stickers inside, and it even includes a free sticker on the packaging, which is so nice of them. But yeah, it has a sticker sheet in here, or 2 sticker sheets, excuse me. They got all kinds of Binding of Isaac characters, and you got heart there. You got even a little Isaac sticker right there. So a bunch of cool stickers. I plan to, of course, keep these intact. I don't really plan on using them just for collectoriness. But yeah, I believe these are with the first units of the game shipping. I don't know if they're going to be doing this afterwards, but yet again, they could still be doing it afterwards. But something really cool about Afterbirth Plus, something that Nintendo just doesn't know how to do anymore, apparently, is a freaking manual. And not only is this a freaking manual, but it's kind of an Easter eggy manual, because if we grab Zelda here for the Nintendo, and grab our manual out, striking similarity, isn't it? Similarity, isn't it? In fact, it even has just the one staple right there. It's got Nintendo and Nicholas. It's basically a Zelda manual. I love it. I really do. And it's in full color manual. Shows you the backstory and some of the controls and some of the basic items, which is really cool. Which is the same story with Zelda manual. So I don't know. I find that fairly amusing. But yeah, this is Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus, and so far I have played the game quite a bit on the Switch, and there are a couple problems. The map doesn't work right at times, and what is the other glaring problem with it? I can't remember, but yeah, other than that, it is a good way of playing Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. That and the fact it's Afterbirth Plus and not Rebirth. I'm one of the people in the camp of I don't really like Afterbirth Plus. To be completely honest, just I don't know. I think they made the game too chancy, needless to say, because for those of you who don't know what this game is, basically it's randomly generated dungeons that you go through and do things and get items and power-ups that are randomly generated, and in turn sometimes you can have some really sucky plays or playthroughs, and this one I think they upped it by like 9 times the sucky playthroughs. I feel like I have one good playthrough for every 9 bad ones, whereas, you know, in the original I had like maybe one good playthrough for like every 3 bad ones, which isn't too bad when it comes to randomly generated stuff. But yeah, and the case art is also fantastic. So, yep, this will be going with the Switch games. I now have 3 of them. And yeah, they just live up next to the 3DS games right now. So, that's cool. Alright. So next up, we've got... This one was the one that happened next. Yep, this. Okay, so I went into the Goodwill and looked in the case, and they had, lo and behold, a fat PlayStation 2. So I went up closer to try to see what price they had on it. $10. So heck yeah, $10. I'll definitely do that. And then I looked closer, and it's got the hard drive adapter. So yeah, even if it was just a controller and the hard drive adapter, I probably would have paid $10. So I haven't even tested this darn thing. Yeah, it might work because it doesn't have the FireWire jack on it, because this is a newer one, so it didn't have the launch issues that PlayStations tend to have. I know PlayStation fans, come at me. Yeah. Sorry, I get a little sour when a PlayStation damages my Persona 2 Innocent Sin. Or is it Eternal Punishment? No, it's a... Dang it, which... my brain is backwards. No, it's the one that's not this. Yeah, it's Eternal Punishment on the PlayStation 1. When it damages my Persona 2 Eternal Punishment disc, that was flawless. And yeah, now I'm anti-PlayStation officially. I've decided to be an anti-PlayStation fanboy. So I'm gonna be all over the message boards just commenting on how PlayStation sucks. Now, anyway, I'm joking, of course, but yeah, and it came with all the cords and stuff, and I do intend on modding one of these someday, and this might be the one that I mod. I do have another one exactly like it, though, up there, so I don't know, I might mod that one. We'll see if this one even works first, but yeah. Nonetheless, PlayStation 2. $10, why not? Alright, next up, we went into the Goodwill again. Local Goodwill again. And, oh, I think I am missing a pickup from the Mason City Goodwill, because I did find something from the Mason City Goodwill. It's probably still in my car, but it was a copy of Dark Cloud for $3. So Dark Cloud on the PlayStation 2, wherever that. Yeah, here it is. I think that one was a greatest hits though. So just act like this is a greatest hits. This is what I found, and I do have a greatest hits somewhere. I'm pretty sure already, but it's probably in better condition than my other copy. It was like flawless, so I had to pick it up for $3. But next up, we got a little stack. I found them in a cart that they had just brought out. A little stack of PlayStation 2 games. I figured they were going to charge me $3 for them. They didn't know what to charge me, so they just charged me $2. So $2 a piece for PlayStation 3 games. I find that very well enough. We got Fear, First Encounter, Assault Recon. Apparently, it's basically just it's a paranormal situation. It's a paranormal first-person shooter. There we go. Something like that. And we also got Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots, tactical espionage action, which I believe is in here. I don't know, I never did end up opening this, did I? Please tell me it's in here. It's in here. And it doesn't have the manual, though. Yeah, again, it might not have came with me. Well, it's an early PlayStation 3 game. It probably came with a manual. Did this one come with? Yeah, it came with a manual. Alright, so yeah. 2 PlayStation 3 games, $2 a piece. I'll usually do $2 for a PlayStation 3 game. And that can go on top. I don't know if I have space on top of my PS2 games anymore. Yeah. I might just go in front of them. I gotta do a channel update to tell you guys about the situation with the new gamer, but all I have to say is it is gonna happen. So I cannot wait, because there is no space for video games anymore. I have no idea where I'm going to put these next video games that I'm showing you. But these ones were actually from like an hour ago. I went to the Goodwill first, and this one's just rattling around in the case. It's probably in much worse condition than I bought it in then. I don't know why it's rattling. Oh, I could have sworn that wasn't broken when I bought it. Whatever. Yeah, we got Thunderstrike, Operation Phoenix. It does not have the manual, but it was $2, and I'm like, People seem to be buying it on eBay for like $2 and shipping, so I figure it might be a good game. Go ahead and pick it up, $2, because I was out looking for video games. I figured, darn it, I'm gonna buy something, and I didn't know that I was gonna find stuff at the pawn shop. So fast forward to the pawn shop. I go over to where they keep the PlayStation 2, Xbox, and GameCube games, and I found a little stack of GameCube games. And one of the guys who works there had said, wow, I was surprised you didn't buy those yesterday. And I was like, you had them there yesterday? I'm pretty sure I would have, noticed GameCube games, not to mention one of the GameCube games in here. But he's like, no. And I said, did you guys have any more of them out? And I don't know if he said, we don't have any more out right now, or we didn't have any out before. But I doubt anybody who's like a reseller would have passed up this one. Maybe an uneducated reseller, but a reseller. I give resellers too much credit. They're really just like zombies. The threat is in numbers, all right? There's just so many of them out there. They're all stupid, but there's so many of them out there. It's incredible. Anyway, we got starters, The Hobbit for the GameCube. Nothing too special. It is complete though, and it is an upgrade to my current copy, I believe. Let's see if I can find The Hobbit spine here. I'm sure I have it somewhere over here. Come on. The Hobbit. We can find this. Don't worry. We got this. We're not going to spend too much time. Oh, yep. It's of course like all the way on this end of the. Yeah, it fell over. What fell over? Oh, my headphone box. But yeah. And Yeah, this is my old copy, this is the new copy, and the new copy is in much better shape, and it had the manual, or this one does not have the manual, it just has the precautions booklet, so, and mine was also kind of scratched up. So this one is actually in very good shape. Includes the manual, let's see if it includes the card. The disc is in immaculate condition. Yeah, let's see if it includes the the limited card that the booklet touted. No, it doesn't. Yet again, you might have to mail in the rebate for it. I don't know. That might be one of like the rarest pieces of GameCube merch because I don't know if anybody would have bothered to mail in a rebate. Free collectible Hobbit trading card inside. No, it says it's inside. It might be in the manual. Who knows? I'm not going to spend too much time on it though. It's the Hobbit for the GameCube. And it's an upgrade copy. Woo! Alright, then next up, we got a game that I did not have before. We have Wolverine Revenge. Or Wolverine's Revenge, which makes a lot more sense. Now, I don't know if this had the free movie ticket inside, but it does have buy one, 2 scoop Sunday, get one free from Baskin-Robbins, which is very exciting. However, unfortunately, it did expire September 30th, 2003, so I unfortunately will not get to use that. That and there isn't a Baskin-Robbins within, I think, something like 200 miles of me. So, yeah, that's fantastic. But yeah, we got Wolverine's Revenge, the manual, the precautions booklet, and the disc. I assume it's in immaculate condition. I don't know. I honestly didn't check these. Yeah, it's got some fingerprints on it, but other than that, it's in really nice shape. So, freaking Wolverine's Revenge for the GameCube. What more can you ask for? And then last but not least, this is a game that I would find it hard-pressed for any reseller not to kind of jump on. This is Rugrats Royal Ransom. Now, this is one of the rarer games for the GameCube. It's not like one of the incredibly expensive rarer games for the GameCube, like... I know it's here somewhere. There it is. I hope it is. God, I spent enough money on this. Cubivore, there. Chaos Field, and then you got the rarest game for the GameCube that I know of anyway, Dr. Muto. I don't know. There may be rarer ones than that. I don't know. I think yeah, my stupid phone had an alarm go off, but yeah, Chaos Field. But this is one of the rarer ones, Rugrats Royal Ransom. Yeah. I did have this when I was a kid. I did have it complete, of course, because it was bought new, but mine just kind of boiled down to the disc. It's somewhere in there, but I do have the disc of the game only. But yeah, this one is in complete shape. I assume it's immaculate, and yeah, this is about a $15-ish game in perfect condition. So, yeah, what more can you ask? Rugrats Royal Ransom. I don't see a reseller passing up a free $15 basically for $2 a piece. By the way, each of these games are $2 a piece. That and the last PlayStation game from the Goodwill was $2 a piece. I don't know. It was $2, I should say. I don't know if I mentioned that. But yeah, that's all the pickups for this video. So yeah, now I have to go and join the Splatoon 2 Global Test Fire because that was what the alarm was for. But this has been Dusty. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Take it easy.